Hey everybody from Pittsburgh Sports Now. This is Zach Weiss here with newly minted Pitt women's basketball assistant coach Bree Kiesel. Bree, how are you today?
I'm excited. Today was a big day and it was released, and I cannot wait to get back.
Yeah, Pitt obviously is a very familiar stomping ground for you. Just for this to come full circle now at this point in your basketball career, just what were if you could take me through just the emotions of just the full circle nature of this journey for you and just how you feel right now.
Oh man, it has been a whirlwind. I just finished playing my last professional game, April 14th. We won third. And then I knew that I was looking to retire. I'm getting married in October. And I knew I wanted to try to get into coaching. I didn't think that Pitt was going to be available so soon. So being able to go back and having a confidence that Coach White has in me to be able to bring my knowledge to these student athletes makes me feel amazing. The staff there, and I love Pitt. Anyone who knows me knows that I will always bleed Pitt blue and gold, and I'm excited to give back.
Why coaching now?
Well, right now I knew that I was retiring, so I knew that I was getting married in October, and I wanted to try to do something else. We've been internationally in a long distance relationship for the last 3 years, so I feel like it was time for me to go home. I did it for 6 years, and I loved every part of it.
With how the game's been since you left Pitt and now we're coming back to Pitt and experiencing it firsthand, just what do you see the game of basketball at now and how has that played to your strengths?
I think that it's much faster than it used to be. Not that I wasn't fast when I was playing, but now it's a lot of fast pace, and everyone can play all positions. I think that there's very little or very few true fives anymore. And playing with professional athletes I have and my teammates gives me an idea to how to bring their game into the college level and try to help everyone across the board become better basketball players all around, better basketball IQ, better skill sets, and just to be able to drop my knowledge and allow them to understand that if you put in the hard work and the effort, you can get anything that you want.
As an assistant coach now, just what was the thought process? Did you have to get a little motivation to apply? Did you know this was the right fit? You mentioned surprise at this being even a possibility.
Yeah, I in the heart of hearts, I always knew that I wanted to be an assistant coach or be around in the game at some point. So now just coming off of being a pro athlete, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm excited about the change to actually look at the court from outside instead of inside the court, like I have been for the last 6 years I've been pro, but from Pitt, it's been 10 years I've been playing straight. So just to see with the different viewpoint of being an assistant coach instead of a player, I'm excited for.
With so much going on, obviously we just have come through a pandemic. There's been a lot physically and mentally going on, especially in these last couple of years. Just how going through the motions very recently can you help these ladies that are now on the part of this women's basketball team just relate to the daily grind and push through?
Yeah, I mean, I know that this whole pandemic was very hard for everyone involved. So just being able to, take what you're given. Even overseas, it was very different. We didn't have any fans. Families weren't able to come over. My fiance wasn't able to come over, but like you said, to push through, and understanding that the more time and effort that you put in, you're going to have a positive outcome. And that's with anything, whether you're going through a pandemic where you have to just keep, waking up day by day, try to get through it, or if you're trying to work on a program, trying to increase wins, or trying to win a championship like we were overseas. Everything, every loss, you want to take those and you want to go ahead and just push through.
With the current situation that the team is continuing to build and build, obviously that's something you can relate to as well, starting from the bottom and getting to very, very top peaks. Just how can you draw upon that experience as well as that coach on the court mentality that Coach B and of course Coach McConnell Serio both trusted and instilled in you?
Yeah, I think, those two that I played for at Pitt, they created me to be a leader, and I had to learn how to be a leader. So as a point guard in my position, you are the coach on the court. So having a good relationship with with the coach, I already kind of have an understanding of how we want to have the game run. So with my understanding of how it is for me to be a point guard and what I was able to do for us to be successful, that's just going to be something that I can work with with the guards, the point guard especially, to how to lead a team and be on the same page as the head coach.
What was the nature of your relationship with Coach White before this all began? I know that he was still in touch with Coach B, and I know he was in touch with some alumni. Just was he in touch with you before, and just what were the nature, without giving too much away, those conversations?
Yeah, no, I mean, Coach White, he does a really good job with everyone that's alum. So we were able to talk, have Zoom meetings with the players, and I think that Coach White, he always makes everyone feel included. So having that rapport, I knew that I could reach out to him at any point in time. He gave me the olive branch when he first walked in there. He reached out to everyone individually, I believe, every one of my teammates, and just to introduce himself. So that's with over the last, few years that he's been there, he's always kept a good rapport with everyone. So carrying that over and for him to want to bring me on as assistant coach, I'm looking forward to develop a better relationship with him as well.
What were the nature of the conversations interview-wise? Just obviously switching from alum while still being an alum, but obviously now the relationship's going to be very different.
I think that he understood what I brought to Pitt, and the interview was very easy. I felt like we had a history, so I didn't have a whole lot of pressure. When he did let me know that this was an opportunity, and he would like to offer me the job. So just to have that difference, I think that I have a lot of respect for him, and I'm so happy and eager to learn from him as well as Coach Joss and Coach Terry.
What was going through your head when that moment came? What did it sink in at that moment, or was it just, hey, I'm coming back home?
Yeah, no, I actually don't think it's actually sunk in just yet. Probably not until I actually get there and start working with the girls.
Fair enough. Just have you had conversations, obviously, not only with Lance, but also, of course, with, like you mentioned, Josh and Terry, and seeing what they do and getting to know them personally on a more personal note?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that Coach White has a really good staff, and they're very welcoming. And they know that I want to be a sponge, and they're willing to teach me, and I'm all for it. And they're, like I said, it's like a family there, and that's something I always appreciated with Pitt, even when I was there. So to see that it's continued even after I've graduated and gone and played pro, that they still have that family dynamic, I love that.
For you personally, now there's going to be new challenges as an assistant coach. Obviously, there's the recruiting aspect, there's the scouting aspect. The traveling is going to be a little bit more different than maybe it was. Maybe not as much necessarily working out, but more so just the grind of traveling and the mental aspect of it. Just how do you embrace these challenges now as an assistant coach and, again, be a sponge and absorb this information?
Yeah, I mean, that's my MO though. I've always been a go-getter, from being a player to being a person, being a student, and now being a coach. It's all going to be the same. I want to make sure that everything that I do, I'm doing to the best of my ability, and I'm willing to learn. And I think that with my ability to want to learn and be better is going to be great for everyone.
Obviously, towards the tail end of your playing career, you shifted from the Big East to the ACC. Just what was your experience shifting into that ACC and just the excitement of experiencing that now as an assistant coach?
Yeah, I mean, playing for the Big East and the ACC, those are arguably two of the best conferences. So, excuse me. My fiance is like cheering for me right now as he's excited for me to go to Pitt. So he has all his Pitt gear on, and he's like, going hell to Pitt as he's mouthing it to me. Sorry, it's hilarious. I'm more excited than I am about going to Pitt. He's hilarious. But like I said, other than that, I think that have an opportunity to work with Coach and bring my knowledge and learn from him and learn from coaches, Coach Terry, Coach Josh. Like I said before, everyone is very opening, welcoming, with open arms, and I'm excited to get there. I'm excited to learn and also teach.
Have you moved into an office yet, or what are you expecting when you have that day-to-day office job now? It's not necessarily on the court, though. Maybe you'll compete in some practices with the girls, and
right.
You'll have to get on your level a little bit there. But of course, what's it going to be like just having that office job and realizing this really is home?
Oh man, it's gonna be different. I think it's gonna be a shock because I've been traveling, like I said, the last 6 years from WNBA international. A lot of my time is spent on a basketball court and a plane. So actually having an office, I think it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm excited nonetheless. They showed me where I would be set up at, and I have a couple of trinkets that I've brought back from playing overseas, playing pro. So I'm excited to decorate it and make it mine.
And the last one I got for you is off the board. Your NBA champion this season is whom?
Oh, I'm going to have to say I'm going to go with Phoenix.
Phoenix, so LeBron's going out.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and think LeBron's going out. I think Phoenix is on a high right now.
Hey, can't bet against Booker, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, Bree, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time with us here. Thank you and congratulations. And personally, it's going to be great seeing you back at the Peak. So great getting to see you. Hopefully, this is the first of many times.
Of course. I'm looking forward to seeing you as well.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.